After my last call, several of you wrote in and asked, is there anyone in the history of George Fox that you remember or know of that overcame significant challenge, maybe even challenges that we now face? There are a number, and I'd like to share with you just one today. Gilbert Shambaugh. Gilbert and his wife Olive gave the largest gift George Fox ever received up to the time in 1960. And that gift provided the funding for the building of what we now call the Murdoch Library. That library laid the foundation for George Fox gaining accreditation and really gave us the power to become the university that we are today. Well, Gilbert died 3 years after the gift, and Dr. Levi Pennington, the great president of George Fox, gave one of the key memorial addresses. And in that address, he entitled it, "The Challenge of the Closed Door." And one of the things that he emphasized was that Mr. Shambaugh had overcome all types of difficulties. He came from a community in which few men and women went to college. His family did not have wealth, so he struggled to afford college. And most importantly, when he was very young, he got a disease. And that disease almost killed him, but in the end, it left him physically disabled. So he had lots of challenges and difficulties just in finishing college and in later becoming a businessman and following on with his life. And one of the things Dr. Pennington noted in his address was this: none of the things that he faced limited Gilbert Shambaugh. He had the keys to unlock closed doors: ambition, the desire to achieve, the determination to conquer physical limitations. Gilbert Shambaugh went on to become a success in education and business. And as you know, he gave us a substantial gift. When he gave that gift, he noted that it was the best investment he could make to humanity was to support a college like George Fox and Christian education. In fact, this was a quote from that day. "This property I'm giving does not belong to me and Olive. It is God's. We are his stewards, and it is our desire to use what he has enabled us to gain for the advancement of the kingdom of God." Levi Pennington ended his talk that day with this paragraph: "Mr. Shambaugh's career should stimulate us all to overcome whatever challenges are ours, to meet our difficulties and overcome them, to open the closed doors of opportunity and go through them to the greatest possible service of God and humanity." I think whoever you might choose in George Fox history, that's a great description. That oftentimes we do not face always open doors. The things that we face look closed. It is when we address those doors and sometimes bang our way through them that we move forward to the opportunities that God has for us. I'd like to challenge you in one thing today. So as you think this week, and you've been gone, many of you, for 4 weeks or so, where have you seen God working in your community? What heroes have you seen emerge? What people have you watched that have struck through or bounded through or broken down the closed doors that they faced? Write me at president@georgefox.edu, and I'll feature some of those next week when I call you. You know, a number of you have asked, what is the future going to be like? I don't know. What I do know is this: that the people like Mr. Shambaugh and Dr. Pennington and all of those who built George Fox University, and the ones who currently serve you as faculty and staff, believe strongly in its mission. They care deeply about you and the way in which you learn and what God has called you to be. They're going to be here, and they're committed that next year and the year after, they will be here to serve you as we again look forward to you being a part of George Fox University. So have a great week, and I will see you again on Tuesday the 28th.